Hi, and welcome to Anne-Marie's Workshop. My name is Anne-Marie, and I love to make things with joy. If you like to make things with joy, you have found the right place. Please like, subscribe, and share. Today is my hashtag Friday Sews video where I kind of let you know what I've been working on in the workshop. If you are interested in joining the Facebook group on Facebook. It's called the Sew Creators Group, and it's made up of a collection of makers on YouTube, started by Jenny Weissner, and we report what we've done for the week, like your red folder at school, to see what you've been coming up with in your sewing workshop. For the month of June, I decided that I was going to sew some Sandra Betzina patterns because I had 26 and I had only made one garment. So I keep buying them. They appeal to me. And I made 2 last week, and I made 2 this week because I'm trying to keep it to 2 so I can go back to doing a little gardening and also to writing some more of my children's books. So trying to make that kind of balance so I can flesh out all parts of my life. So let me show you the 2 patterns that I chose to work on this week. If you want to see what I plan to make for the whole month, you can check out my planning video that came out on Wednesday. All right, and I'll include it right here. So let's see the first thing I did. Now, right off the bat, I have to say, after making 4 of these garments from Sandy B, I am a fan. I think if I was a pattern designer, these are the kind of things I would make. They're so very interesting. I've had to pick some things out. I've had to stop, read the instructions a couple of times, but they've been worth it and I've really enjoyed it. The very first pattern I did this week is Vogue 1292. It is a elastic waist skirt, pencil skirt. It has only 3 pattern pieces, believe it or not. So there's a middle panel, the side panels, and the bottom treatment. So you can make it lined or you can make it unlined. I chose to make it unlined because this is sunny Jamaica. Alrighty, so I made this version here. And I was concerned because, I have a belly and I haven't really been into pencil skirts, but I really like this one. I made it with an Ankara that had a stripe to it because I wanted to do the whole contrasting. Now, these things are groovy. They are so interesting. There are 14 of them. You sew them together and they make these little epaulette kind of things. Epaulette maybe is not the word for them, that stick out at the bottom of the skirt. I just thought it was super cute. I enjoyed it. I'm going to wear it. I have a black knit cotton top that I think will be so cute with it. Something to note about this pattern. The pattern calls for a 2-way stretch knit. I did it, but she also left a note in the pattern directions that she has done it in a woven. This is a woven for me, this Ankara skirt. I think it's way cute. And I will model it for you in my June makes. So let me show you the second one. The pattern I made this week was this pattern 1 2 3 4. You cannot forget that 1 2 3 4. And it is this either a small caplet or a sleeveless knit dress, and it has little additions to make it slouch in just this way. All right, so let me show you what I did it. All right, I know you've seen this fabric before. It's kind of a camouflage, but it's very, very pretty, the color combinations. Now, I don't know if you can see in this thing, I don't think you can see all the different cuttings that come into it. I think you will see it more when I model it. It's not a straight up and down dress. It has these side additions that drop a certain way and give it a certain kind of vibe. I think it'd be super cool. It's very slouchy. It would be nice with some wedge sandals or some boots or, whatever you got. All right, but I love it. And I think you'll really be able to see what it looks like when I model it in my June makes. The thing I want to show is not really a make. It's just kind of a little insight into the craziness that goes in my mind. A lot of times I get comments saying, how do you come up with the fabric combinations? How do you come up with the color combinations? Or how do you come up with your ideas? My brain kind of works where I put things in and my computer, my brain, makes up what it wants to make. I know it sounds kind of weird, but sometimes I choose a pattern just because the pattern is cool. Sometimes I choose a fabric just because the fabric is cool. So I wanted you to come along with me. I'm not going to be completing this outfit until October. I would love to make a Bridgerton inspired outfit. Somebody's going to throw a Bridgerton frock tails one day. One day it's going to happen and I'll be ready. I already ordered my top hat. Okay, so these items that I'm going to show you are things that have shown up in my space and I think can come together to make a really spectacular costume. All right, so I bought this fabric. These are all my costume patterns that I think might have something I need to make this pattern. I ran into this at Ping's in Jamaica in Montego Bay. Didn't know what I was going to do with it at the time, but the color palette just struck me. It's not my normal thing. I mean, I don't really attend places that I would need that. But then I ordered, some of you may remember this crazy thing, right? This crazy thing I ordered from Temu maybe 6 months ago. It's not feathers, it's like strings, and it's an undulating pattern. That means that these roses brocade are in one spot, and then there's more of this fuzzy stuff. So I was really inspired by this latest Bridgerton Cressida Cowley wears some wild costumes, and I was inspired. So these in my head, bought at separate times, I think will go together to make something really fabulous. And then part of the thing I got this week in a haul was this green, this green underskirt. It didn't look like much online, but it inspired me to think. When it came, I thought, I don't think it's necessarily something that I would wear, but I think I could. It's very pretty and it's very like feminine and whimsical. But I thought about this, then I remembered this, and then I remembered this. So now, and then I ordered my top hat. So now all I'm waiting for is my black velvet or black silk, Dapani silk, or to come along to work on the jacket and what's going to be the dress, stuff like that. But this is really how things come together for me. Now remember, I share that with you for you to understand that we all have different learning styles and creative styles. This is how I put some of my things together. I'm sure you all may have something. You may have something even more out there. You may have something very methodical, but you have to work with your brain. You have to work with what you have, your experiences, how you do things, how you think things through. So I'm just wait for things to show up to complete the puzzle. So if that's something that you do, then you see how I come up with some of the interesting compilations that I put together. All right. Oh, and by the way, this is the Snuggler. It's a free PDF pattern by, I filed it away, guys. I will find out who it is. It's a free PDF pattern. Is this no, this is not the Snuggler. This is the tie. This is from Tatiana's or Tiana's closet, and this is the tie sleeve blouse. And I think the skirt is from Sew House 7 Cosmic Skirt. I think it's a cosmic skirt. We'll see. Anyway, so that is my Friday sews. I'm I'm going to enjoy the weekend, and then I'm going to get started on the next two Sandy B outfits. I'm really enjoying the garments that come out of it. I think Maker's Atelier last month had a completely clean, simple, classic style, and Sandy B is having none of that. Everything is extra. You're going to have to think. You're going to have to use your skills a bit, but not too hard, but really, really beautiful pieces are created from her patterns. All right. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope you get a chance to do a little sew. Look, if you just get one button on or cut out one piece of a pattern, you're doing good. All right. So happy. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.